crisis could see oil prices soar as UK fuel reaches three-year high. The price of a barrel of Brent crude reached $68.13, £50.40, at 6:23 am this morning, up 0.4%, after hitting a May 2015 high of $68.19 shortly before. Beyond a fleeting spike in May 2015, these were the highest crude price levels since December 2014, when the oil price downturn began. While the protests in Iran have not yet had a major impact on the country's oil production, continued instability and unrest could threaten the industry. The industry is only likely to be affected if the protests on the streets spread to the oil fields, which is by no means an inevitability. But William O'Loughlin, investment analyst at Australia's Rivkin Securities, said, "The market is clearly getting more bullish on oil as inventory levels get closer to the 5-year average." Geopolitical uncertainty in Iran, OPEC's third-largest producer, is also helping to support the price as citizens are again protesting the government. The rising oil prices are also, in part, down to the ongoing cold snap which has gripped the U.S. Short-term demand for oil, particularly heating oil, across the U.S. is also behind the rising prices. President Trump's hatred of the Iran nuclear deal could also have an impact on the cost of oil if he refuses to renew the waivers on the sanctions that were introduced under the agreement later this month. Meanwhile, in the UK, the RAC has warned that the good times of lower-cost fuel appear to be over as prices reached their highest level for 3 years. Fuel prices are set to rise more over the course of 2018 and come just weeks after a spike in the cost of a barrel over Christmas when it was announced the chemicals giant INEOS had to close the North Sea pipeline due to a widening crack. RAC fuel spokesman Simon Williams said, "Sadly, December was the month oil reached its highest point for over 2.5 years, something which motorists are now feeling the effect of at the pumps." On a brighter note, the shutdown of the North Sea 40s pipeline did not cause the price of oil to increase as many expected. It had been feared this would lead to petrol and diesel going up in the run-up to Christmas, but luckily for drivers global oil production was not negatively affected as a result. It's hard to see pump prices getting much cheaper in the early part of 2018. Unfortunately, the good times of lower-cost fuel appear to be over and it's probably now far more likely that we will see them going up as OPEC's oil production cuts are starting to have the desired effect of reducing the global oil glut and pushing the barrel price higher. Fuel prices at the 4 big supermarkets, where consumers often get cheaper deals, also went up by more than half a pence a litre in December, with petrol rising from 117.26p to 117.84p and diesel from 119.69p to 120.34p.